Hello? Hello? It's working. Hello? Good. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm not lighting up. Why am I not lighting up? I think I broke. Oh, there it goes. Hi everyone. I need help from you guys. If the music's too loud, uh, please let me know. Uh, the background music, like, is it too loud? Uh, it's my first time trying these things. And so I'll mention also why we're adding a little bit of background music to this stream for today. So, first things first. Wait, why am I the only one here? Mark. Oh, right. Mark. Mark's not here today. Sir Tarcy isn't here today. Uh, the reason actually, we didn't want to go for two weeks straight without a stream. So we wanted to make sure that thank you. We wanted to make sure that at least we we release a video updating everyone, how's everyone, what's happening, what happened, why we're not here, why we were away for the past few weeks, and also just to check up on everyone as well. We know we created this community, we created this for the community, and us suddenly going away might send a bad signal. It's just that it's a little bit busy these past few weeks. We were supposed to prepare something, but Mark had something to come up with. He had a paper that he has to do today. So I'm alone. I'm all alone. Hence the background music. It's gonna be weird, I guess, if it was just my voice that you'd be hearing. So with that, at least we have a little something to keep us in the background while you hear me speak. So I'm trying to figure this out because I know there's a whole different program that sets this up as to how you mix the background music together with an MC or a DJ at the same time. So, uh, still figuring it out. Now, it would be weird, I guess. Oh, so for this stream, I'm going to need everyone's help for this. People on chat to help to keep me company as we, talk about stuff. Because it's gonna be a very, very, very lonely stream. If it's just me talking alone, especially without a topic. We had a topic supposed to be planned for today. Was that we were going to talk about popular memes on the internet. So we noticed that the what was that episode? The Twitter, beside Twitter culture, beside culture versus Twitter culture, that actually swung a lot of viewers. We got a lot of viewers from that, and we kind of realized that it's so weird because right after that episode, we hope to follow it up with something big because a lot of people joined in as well. And sadly, we just ended up with a Halloween stream and then no more stream for 1 week. So sad. That's why here. Anyways, we were going to talk about that, but I feel like he said that even if it's not there, I'll try that topic. But the thing is, it's a two-person thing, especially with the script that I've prepared. It feels like, it wouldn't work if I'm all alone here. So it's okay. Maybe we'll push that for something else. When Sir Tarcy comes back. Hopefully he comes back next week because I might be the one who will be going away soon to study. But let's see. With that, so hi Bianca and hi Marie in the chat. Thank you very much. I don't know. I can't see how many we are right now in the. Let me just check. Oh my gosh, 16 viewers, and I'm so shy about this. Okay, so so Mark's for this is going to be a very, very short stream. Because Sir Darcy's busy. I'm also busy. I have to finish a recommendation letter for Charlie for his college applications, and I think it's Ateneo, if I'm not mistaken. 14 viewers. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe and well. Um, that recommendation is, well, I've started a draft, so that's one thing. But it's due tonight, so I want to make sure that I finish that recommendation letter so that Charlie gets a chance for his dream school. Yay! Hi, everyone. Um, so Tommy and Ronnie. Hi. It's so hard if I can't remember who. Oh, Dulahan, our local artist, our known artist here is also in chat. Thank you very much for joining. Not only for the recommendation letter, because it usually, just to finish it up, it will take me just 1 hour, but I need to. Hu Tao's banner is gonna end tomorrow. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm so lagot ako. um, so oh, Castle's here. Hi, Castle. So with that, um, since the 2000 banner is gonna end tomorrow, and I'm around like 70 wishes already in, 70 wishes in, and still no Hutao. I had to buy the battle pass, and still no Hutao. I can't go any further in the abyss because I can only go up to the second stage. Am I right? That's 9, 10, 10th level. After that, everything gets too hard for me. Again, I do it for the story. So I'm gonna finish 3 hangouts later tonight. I hope I don't speedrun it because I want to see Noel's story as well. Try to flesh it out as much as possible. But that's 60 Prima Gems per story hangout. 60, 60, 60. I really wish I could get one more wish. The 100. Sorry, is it 100? 100 primos for doing. No. That's 60. Sorry, 60 primos for doing dailies for today and tomorrow. So, kaya yan. I hope I can stream pools. No. Kaya. I don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow I'm gonna do my pulls tomorrow para lahat. Yan na. If it's not Hutao, it's not meant to be. But that's for me later. But for today, what we're gonna have today, it's just me. I'm gonna just check up on everyone. Say hi, hello, everything. Give you updates on how we are, and check. I also want to see on how you are as well. For those that are studying in school in Pisay, as well for those who are studying in college. Let us know how it's going so far. Sir Nathan's in DLSU right now. He's enrolled with his master's class, and I think DLSU is in a acad break, but oh well, that's for later. I'll mention that later. So perks of a solo stream. Okay, solo streams. I don't like solo streams. Like, I always want someone to talk to. The reason why I don't like talking too much is because you're going to pick up patterns on how I talk, and you're going to hear all my ums, ahs, and whatever I say. That's why I've got the background music to help me help mask whatever speech impediment I might have right now to figure out. Once I practice this, it gets better. But a solo stream, at least I don't have to turn on my camera. Although the camera part, I'm still working on it. My camera on Discord doesn't seem to work. So, and Discord only. So at least I was able to figure out this one. Our reactive image little over here. So too bad he can't wave. But this is gonna be me for a while until I figure it out. Also, I don't have to set up my room, clean my room, set up everything, prepare the background, wear light makeup so that I look okay on stream, or just normal in front of people stuff. Sad thing is just that I'm all alone. But the thing is, I just hope that you could concentrate on my voice. I'm not that ASMR-ish, and I'm still trying to figure out how to maximize the potential of this microphone, but that comes down later on. So the stream for today will be very, very short, like 8:45-ish. I just wanted to check up on you and also share you a little small secret project that I've been working on. I'll give an introduction to that much later on. So checking up on everyone. checking up on how everyone is with their studies, with their breaks, with the teachers. I think I'll go first, but let us know in the chat on how you are, how everyone is. Oh, by the way, the BGM, I got this from. It's free. It's copyright free. Sorry, copyright free music, and I got it from Genshin memes. Like I felt like this is the best. This is the best background music that would describe me. Anyways, with me. Ooh. Hey, I want to show you something before anything else. Ta-da! I've been trying my best for everyone to see how. My girlfriend also wanted to try playing Valorant. So if I was... Is it too loud? Sorry. Oh my gosh. I really wanted to try to be a good teammate. But the people who invite me have been super nice, been teaching me all the tricks that Sage has and everything else. And I really wish that maybe the next character that I choose would be a support that I can help my teammates more, because I'm I'm a Sage that couldn't heal because I'm the first one to die, and I'm not even in front. So so sad. Oh, maybe anyone in the comments could help me figure out what would it be a next character, easy character to pick up. But yeah, buhat ako. Binubuhat talaga ako ng teammates ko. Okay, so oh no, that's Fab. Fab is there. Hi Fab. Yeah, Fab just got an ace nung isang araw when we were playing. She's that inspired or that good? That good, both, I guess. Just an update, I guess. By the way, let us know how you are, so that when I'm done on my part and Sir Tarcy's part, at least I can go back to the comments and read out and check up on you. So for these past 2 weeks, it's been kind of hard. I realized, oh no, I've got advisories here, but I kind of figured out na being an advisor is kind of hard because I feel like I'm not doing them service. So sad. Doesn't match the background. Because Sir Tarcy back then, when he was a grade 9 advisor, he was able to really bring up his whole section. Like only 1 or 2 had NGs, and that it wasn't that much of a problem with the teachers. Like he would make sure he would be very, very consistent and very adamant about making sure that he taps every student, every parent as he can. And when he needed the rest for this school year, I took up the mantle of becoming a homeroom advisor, while he said that he needed a break from becoming a homeroom advisor. I thought I could mimic what he did, but it's very hard. I thought that although the school says that we were supposed to be the intermediary between the parents, the students, the teachers and the subject teachers as well, so that we can reduce as much tension between the subject teachers and the students, and tension between the parents and the subject teachers, so that they can focus on their respective duties and responsibilities. The thing is, even though it's not enough, apparently it's not enough that I relay the message from one party to another, I realized that it involved a lot of transformation. The message itself, you have to figure out how to transform that message that the intent would come across properly. So in this scenario, sometimes what a student may say might come off as a bit rude or cross when replying back to a subject teacher. So in this scenario, I try to say it as nice as possible, especially when asking for concessions, such as if we can ask for an extension, if we can ask for an extension or a reconsideration of the grade. I have to make sure that we use kinder words, diplomatic words, so that it would come off as we're trying to come up at an understanding. Subject teachers as well. Subject teachers aren't faultless in this part as well, because sometimes they would send off messages, emails that would say, um, "You'll fail, you'll fail if you don't submit this." So I have to try to transform this as well to encourage the students and the parents in a way that, if you can try to check up on this student, or if you can try to fit this in, or try to consider which ones you can submit or you can't submit, let's try to do this and try to reply back to your teacher, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of back and forth, and I found out it to be so no, it's not Electron. Sheesh, promise. Electron has been super nice to me so far. It's not just Electron, except Electron is my only advisory, but no, more on students in general, because I've also been talking with Ma'am Edlan. Oh shoot, nalaglag ko. I have other advisory teachers that share the same experience with me. Some of them are a little bit fed up, like one announcement is enough, and then that's it. That's enough notice. And the school itself does say that it's enough that you had announced it to the student and the parent. But for me, I feel like sayang eh. There's a lot of chance that the student can try to understand. The parents can also understand what's going on with the student, and there's also on the part of the subject teacher to understand what's going on at the home. And yun, I guess I kind of feel bad kasi someone feels bad, I carry it over, I also feel bad, and it's not just the grades eh. It's not nanghihingay ako. Although I do encourage them na let's try again on second quarter. It's not yet the end. So let's see. Sir Tarcy, he's been busy with his ACADS. That's one thing that I'm sure. I know he's been stressed with his masters, even though he had let go of an advisory. But I know that he's stressed out that ComSci isn't as engaging as it was before in face-to-face classes. And I know his students feel this as way. I've heard some of my students feel that they're a bit scared to have a consultation with Mark. And the fact that if my alumni could concur with this is that Sir Tarcy is very approachable when it comes to consultations. It's just that I also saw him during one of his online classes. I sat in class and I saw his face was so stressed out, so emotionless. I know he's stressed, but it was so emotionless, like ngumiti ka naman, Mark, kawawa naman. But so you can't read Sir Tarcy. That's true. It's so hard to read Sir Tarcy, and that's why I think a lot of students were so surprised when our previous stream, when they heard him laugh. Like it was their first time actually hearing him make an audible laugh and smile. Oh wait, he didn't smile because his camera was off, but he was actually laughing. So that's a whole that's a whole different Tarcy, and that's a Tarcy I know. He does actually laugh. Well, his jokes are very, very different, intellectual, and yeah, just way out there, also weird. But he does laugh. He is human, I think. Anyway, so that's it. All of the teachers actually are gearing up for SCOCOM this Wednesday, so it's gonna be a brutal meeting because we're going to justify and also argue certain things that had happened in school. We found out that grabe ang requirements this school year. It's a little bit more brutal, not only with the deadlines, but it seems like they were able to make it systematic enough to justify the number of requirements given to the students. It's just a little bit too much though. Like ako na nga sa Soksa, nahiya na ako magbigay ng requirements dahil sa dami ng requirements given to grade 10. So hopefully we can address this when it comes to the SCOCOM. But that means I'm going to go head to head, lock horns with other subject teachers, and I have nothing but respect for the teachers, I think. No, I do. It's just that sometimes if they don't have the students in mind, that's where I kind of get, not ticked off naman, but argumentative, I guess. So that's a battle to look forward to on Wednesday. I'm gearing up for that. So how about you guys? Let us know. Sir Nathan's in DLSU now. He started his masters, and although he's supposedly on ACAD break, this week. The whole the LSU, they started late and yet they have an ACAD break. How is that so? But um, since they're on ACAD break, he he's still attending classes though. Two of his professors still required him to attend synchronous classes. So that's our Tarsi for you. That's our Nathan for you. But how about you guys? I'm going up the comments to check on how everyone is. So let us know on is are you okay? How are you adjusting? How was first quarter? How was your studying so far? How was your ACAD break as well? Since a lot of us came from ACAD break as well. Uh Sir will give you money for stream pools. No, don't. I'm still F2P. Forced to pay battle pass. But aside from that, nothing more. Just the battle pass. I kind of want to, stick to my morals that I don't want to spend too much on Genshin. Plus, Hutao. Well, I don't know. I just don't have a staff 5-star. Well, I do pala. Raiden Shogun. Okay. So, whale. No, I'm not a whale. Radiant rank. No, far from Radiant rank. And my teammates can attest to that. Like, I'm always at the bottom, but I have the most assists. Lang. And I have a mistake whenever I think it's my COD days and I think COD days. Like, I'd only spend 5, 6, 7 bullets per enemy, and then I suddenly reload without realizing that the enemy is still alive. So if people see my streams, they know na why am I really reloading so soon? Something that I have to try to figure out. So you're doing more than enough, I think. Oh, thank you, Marie. But you're from Electron. Oh, wait, we have a lot of... Why do I have a lot of Electron here? And you heard me. Oh, no. Oh, Bert's here. Hi. Everybody wants to be an enemy. Oh, spare that sympathy. Oh, I wonder if that's all. Remember when you're surprised for Teacher's Day? Yeah, there is gonna be another Teacher's Day though. I think it's on Valentine's Day. There's a weird reason behind why they set it there, but that comes for our February stream. Don't worry. So I'm cramming the Socksai milestone right now. I already started checking, but yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to raise now. Although that's one thing I wanted to make sure, because I feel guilty whenever I give homework, because I feel like although I assign it to be 30 minutes, to be finishable within the asynchronous period, I feel like it might be too much. So I really love feedback as much as possible. That's why I hope my students could give my feedback. And my famous feedback from our alumni here, if you still remember, my 1-3 ratio, 1 positive, 3 negative. They all know that. And it continues to be a tradition up to now. Too bad this time I couldn't find out anyone's handwriting, because back then I gave the penalty that if you write none or not applicable, I'll hunt your handwriting down, pattern it with your essay, and figure out who wrote this. Oh, Miko. Hi, Miko. Final exams right now, and I'm still grinding artifacts for Hutao. Oh, right, artifacts. Now, here's the thing why I suck at Genshin. I don't like the RNG of artifacts. That's why I always go for the sure ones. And that's why all of my characters are level 80 and have all skills at level 9. But when it comes and empty artifacts, like no artifacts, because I don't like the RNG. I'd rather grind for talent books or materials than artifacts. And hopefully, I promise myself that once I've level 9 all the talents of all my characters, then I start artifacts, which is very weird, but that's my process. I had break ngayon. Wait, Fab? No, it's not. Grade 10 first quarter is basically Jinx psychotic era. Yeah. There's a lot of adjustments and a lot of things that are happening, and I feel like we need the feedback so that we can adjust properly for the second quarter. So try to be as honest as possible. Oh, by the way, are you excited for our college students and our SYP students? Are you excited for face-to-face? Let us know in the comments because everyone seems to be rearing up for face to face, and the teachers have a different opinion about that. So I was talking to a student earlier, and she said that she's not going for face to face. But I said that I thought you said that you miss people. No, not she does, but this is not the way how to meet people. Not in this setting. Oh, Los Baños. Oh, Los Baños. I think the cases are going down for Castle, for UPLB, and UPLB is something to experience. Their culture over there is very very different. Our youngest brother was able to study there for 2 years before the pandemic hit. So it's a really rich culture over there. Batch 2024 is robbed of stargazing, musicals, fair, and prom. I know, but they have an online fair. Are they gonna do online prom as well? That would be so sad. So sad. Anyways, I hope everyone's well. So to we'll see on about the we'll see what happens with regard to the. Oh, did my music stop? Oh no, no. We'll see with regards to the face to face. Just make sure that you're safe and you've talked about this with your parents, because you have to understand that this needs to be a household decision. It's not only you that gets to decide whether or not you're ready to go for a face to face, but also you have to consider those that who live with you. So how will you go about it? How do you go? What's your means of transportation? What are the bubbles that you're planning to go into, and how are you going to make sure that when you come back home everything is going to be safe? So there's a lot of conditions to consider in this scenario. Intrams. Oh no, I miss intrams, especially the weird intrams that the previous years had. They had this fire noodle intrams challenge. Fire noodles challenge during intrams, and I think if I recall, it was batch 2020 that had won it. So weird. Okay. Neverland has esports. Oh, there you go. Plug by Marie. Make sure to tune in to the fair. Also for our alumni. Is our fair open to our alumni? People from Faircom could please confirm for our alumni that are here. In transfer a thing in Pasay. Yeah, they were. They were. Although I'm not sure it was fun watching, but it was a thing. So I just decided not to give intrams in 2018. Oh, okay. Marie says yes. Fair, Pisay Fair for this school year is open also for alumni. So if you ever want to know, and I know that you love the lore when it comes to fairs, check it out so that you can compare with your previous fairs and bully them. We all know that the fair during grade 7, your personal grade 7, is the best. I don't know why. All batches that I asked, they always say their grade 7 fair was the best. And I guess because it was the illusion of seeing something very big, especially how small you were back then. Anyways, so it's 8:33, and I kind of wanted to share with you a little secret project that I've been meaning to create. And the reason behind this is why I made this is because oh, no, too loud. Alright. The reason behind okay, I can now switch windows. The reason why I wanted to push for this is because based from what I had experienced in what me and Sir Tarcy had experienced back in that stream when we talked about the Pisay culture versus Twitter culture, we found out that it was great to have a community. Like, can you imagine that 60 viewers? We actually hit 60 viewers at that one time, and my camera was broken. But everyone was interacting with everyone, and that's kind of what we wanted to make sure. That's what we had actually hoped for our Discord channel back then, and seeing that there are new features in Discord nowadays, that I found out that maybe we can come up with a radio. Especially that I kind of spend like 2 hours, 3 hours in the car almost every day these past few weeks, and I realized the only thing that's keeping me sane was, well, aside from watching series while driving, but aside that point, listening to the radio was actually something. I got to listen to the people, the DJs, the people that they get to talk to. The reason because why it only struck me why this could be a thing, because I would always listen to AM radio. It was only recently that I tried to listen to FM, and it wasn't that bad. Like, I grew up with Monster Radio 93.1. More specifically, Morning Rush. Except that when the gang broke up, I didn't listen to any other radio station after that. And recently, I heard of a new one, 105.1, and their DJs are kind of quirky. Q Radio, actually, the name of the station was Q Radio. Their DJs were quirky, their games were fun, the community itself were okay. So I kind of hope that we could also have something like this in a Pisay setting. I raised this up. Not only on Twitter, but I actually had reached out to several people to talk about this. Sir Edge had been with the radio stage, radio industry ever since then, and we kind of figured out that maybe we can try to make this happen. Although it's kind of late now that we're almost going back face to face, I kind of wanted to make it something that, something for us to at least it's there. If anyone needs it, at least it's there. Okay, so just going back so this is something that I kind of wanted to ask help with. The reason why I'm opening up this secret project to the people on stream is because I kind of wanted to hear your thoughts about it. I did ask some suggestions on Twitter, but everyone just kept on liking the tweet. Like, legit, can you add more suggestions, please? But no one wanted to add more. So okay, at least they kind of reinforced the suggestions I had made. The station managers, Vian and Vian and Kay. Though actually, the only thing that kind of pushed me to solidify this was the eagerness of these two students, and said that they wanted this not only for their scale, but they're super interested into making this happen. Later on, when I tweeted this, a graduating student also said that this is something that she really wants to see happen because it connects the community. So from there, it built up until we kind of wanted to make sure that this pushes through within the month, or before second week of December, so that they know that this is something that couldn't actually happen. And then earlier this evening, Supreme Court, sorry, the student council actually reached out and said that they wanted to integrate their official Discord server with us. So in this scenario, the reach can be more official in this scenario, that those that don't know any of us on Twitter the reach of this radio station can actually reach more and more people now. So with this, I kind of hope that I could get some suggestions from you. So like, what could be the objectives when it comes to creating this? Objectives that's coming back, but more on the scope. Like, how far the community would we try to reach out to? So, is it something that we want to limit it to those that could appreciate radio, such as maybe we have to make it a closed community, such as grades AYP and SYP, excluding the grade 7 and grade 8. But in this scenario, why would we want to exclude the grade 7 and grade 8? But also, would we want to include them? Because we know that the community, FYP, AYP, and SYP all have their own worlds. And I remember SYP, the rite of passage of every grade 12 student is to bully a lower year inside the library. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but it seems to be the culture of Pisay. So in this scenario, maybe you can give us thoughts as to how far and why do we want this, and do we want to include alumni as well? Because in this scenario, do they want to be included in? That's another thing. Do they want to be included in this? Also, do we want them to be included? It needs to be reciprocal relationship. Because are there things that we should be hiding from the alumni? As in, would they cramp our style if we hear from the alumni? And so far, what we see from the chat, what Tarcy Talks had been able to create was that it seems to be merging so far. Okay, we haven't had any issues. We haven't had any problems. So we wanted to know whether or not, when it comes to creating the scope of this, is it, would the alumni be interested in joining? Bianca says, yes, I do. How about the others? Let us know. Like, would you feel that it's too corny if we limit it to what's happening in Pisay? Because we could also consider news about our alumni, what's happening out there. Maybe they have some things that they would like to promote as well. Also, when it comes to scope, I initially had thought that maybe we should make the on-air time 3 hours, like from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Not because that it's a known internet favorite number, but more on relation to that these are the working hours of students, so that we don't want it to be playing all the way up to 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and expecting that students will listen into this because they're still working on their recs. We wanted to promote something that they should be asleep by. If you want 8 hours of sleep and you need to wake up by 7 a.m., you have to be asleep by 11. Is that right? 11. It would be nice to talk about college and stuff. Yeah. That's why I wanted to figure out. Would a grade 7, grade 8 student be interested on hearing about the lives of how our alumni are surviving in college? Or would they be too afraid to tune in because they're hearing the horror stories of college professors? If it's in the Pisay Discord, then everyone would be involved. Alumni, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the thing. If we give the radio station to the student council, we're now only limiting it towards grade 7 to grade 12. Now, if we put it in a different server where both, I don't know, that's something that we have to figure out. And Jarvi actually raised a very, very good issue. So this is something that I guess we have to talk about on Wednesday, as to how far should we reach. But the timeline. The reason why I wanted to make sure that there's a timeline. Operating. The reason why I wanted to have operating hours is because Pisay students are so small. And the only reason I can think of why Pisay students are so small is because they lack sleep. And I can attest to this. Every time we would have a reach out in Habitat for Humanity with other students, with other schools, Pisay would be super small, like not even chest high to their smallest students. Although we do interact with the foreign schools. Foreign-based schools? No. Foreign schools. Yeah, like British School of America, British School of the Philippines, Chinese School of the Philippines, and so on and so forth. But it's so sad to see Pisay students to be so small. Genetics. I would love to believe that it's genetics, but if you see a trend that it's all the Pisay students that are super small compared to other students, and our alumni couldn't confirm this because it's still online setup. But when you see your classmates when it comes face to face, you're going to understand that Pisay actually kind of deprived you of growing taller. At least growing taller. Smarter. That's up to you to decide. Small club. Am I being attacked? Okay, see, Fab, I don't know how small you really are. You're very big in Valorant, at least. I feel that your presence is known in Valorant. But when it comes to physical, at least in an online setup, I don't know how small you are. Yes, genetics also. I'm one of the tallest in the dad side. Really? Kahit short ka? Okay. So, okay, fine. But then again, I shouldn't a student have 8 hours of sleep a day? Let me know. What's your average hours of sleep? Laglagan na. Give me the honest truth. Everybody in the electron is 6 feet tall. But let me know, because I kind of wanted to make sure that this isn't a thing that would hinder or promote the stunt of growth of the students, or promote the lack of sleep for the students. So like, do we sign off at least at 12? Even 12 midnight seems so wrong. 11 p.m. ish, like that. 8 hours, really? Wow. 8 hours, 4 hours. See, 4 hours. Like, don't you feel crappy if you only have 4 hours of sleep? 5 to 7, 6 hours. Oh, that's good. Wait. That's not counting the hours you're asleep during soksai, huh? Uh, excluding like full night's rest. Okay. 9 hours, 3 in the night, 6 in the afternoon. Breaking them up, I don't know if that works. Like, if you can actually make your body rest if you break up your hours, sleep of hours. So Nathan says 5 to 7 hours. You catnap with the cats also. Eh. I think nakakahawa yung tulog ng cats. I sleep in the afternoon. I can go with 6 hours, but usually sleep at 9 to 10. Wake up at 5:30. Yeah, Jarvie wakes up early because it's not in the same time zone. So see, we don't have a choice. Exactly. What Marie says, we don't have a choice. So in this scenario, would Pisay Radio be an additional hindrance, or would it be something at least to help, accompany students? More on the reason along the lines that since you're awake, might as well, like that. So that's something I guess we have to figure out. What time sleepy? Also the DJs. You have to consider what time the DJs, and also how long do you want the performance to be? Such as, do you want the radio playing from 6 p.m. onwards, or do you want it early, or do you want it during your asynchronous, such as 1 p.m. onwards? At least you have something to tune in while. But the thing is, if we do it during asynchronous, the DJs themselves will be also doing their asynchronous. Alright, well, that's one thing to consider. So that's when it comes to scope, as to what is the community that we want to reach out to, and also what are our operating hours. Now, Discord has this stage feature that can accommodate up to 1,000 students. Sorry, students again. 1,000 audience members. So if we can have that happening, that would actually be great. Not just for the views or for the number of likes or anything. Again, it's Discord, but more on that we know that you're here, you're together, you're listening. Same with what I heard from some of the grades 10 students. They robbed us from our from our views. What they did was that they streamed the Tarcy episodes of the Pisay Twitter culture episode on Discord, which is weird because why they streamed it on Discord when they can actually watch it on Discord. Not that we were going for views anyway, but it was just funny that I found out that they were doing a watch party, and it was nice. That's the thing that I wanted to hopefully do with this Pisay Radio, that we have kind of a listen-in party. Hi. So ayun, that's my hopes and dreams for this Pisay Radio project to happen. So with 1,000 listeners, that would be really great. What is the population of Pisay, by the way? I'm bad at math. There could be a schedule on events happening on a daily basis. I think fixed schedule. Yeah. We'll get to that, Jarvie, when it comes to the programs. Would anyone know how many students there are in Pisay? Like, okay, 30 students in a section times 8 is, my math, 240. Tama ba? 240, yes, 240. And 240 times 6 sections. Oh, that's like plus 1,000. But we're not gonna... So, agawan ng seats sa audience. Oh, okay. People already said 1400 1440. Oh. How do we expand it? We could go YouTube, but that's the thing. There's another reason what stops us from going on YouTube. It's not the ads or the views, but the things that we're going to play on the radio. Okay. So, the scope is that hopefully we start off in Discord, something for our DJs to get used to. Breaking it in and so on and so forth. Now these are the suggestions suggested by Sir Edge. So we have a station ID. So something that the stingers that are, I think he means the stingers, like when you press a button it says Pisai Radio, you're now tuning in to something like that, I guess. But station ID more on the name of the radio station. Now the thing is, Sir Edge also raised the issue that we can't just use the word Pisay, because I think it needs to be accredited by the school. Hopefully with the help of SC we can get that accreditation. But if not, and we have to go underground, can you imagine an underground radio station? What would we be playing there? Just music. It's just that we can't use the name. What would be an alternative radio name for Pisay Radio? I was thinking P Radio, but it sounds so weird, I think. Pisainon? Radios for Pisainons. That's okay, that's even weird. But that's another thing that that's another thing that we could we're gonna try to figure out what to say. Call signs such as, I don't know what call signs, maybe the DJ names. Then the stingers, we're going to build up on that. Actually, before all of these things, we wanted, I personally wanted to run a beta. Actually, I've been running the alpha. I already have the channel, everything set up. I've been trying to figure out how do I have a DJ speaking at the same time music playing as well. So actually, bots still work on the stage feature. So I can actually have a bot play music separate from my mic. I can also integrate. There are also programs that can integrate as well as to how I set up the board, like a soundboard. Channel 1 plays the music, channel 2 is my microphone, and channel 3 so on and so forth. So Science Radio. I feel like Dragon Ball Z, but I think that's for us older generation would be able to understand. Yellow tablecloth. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Sounds like a movement though. Yellow tablecloth. But yeah, with regards to what I had initially planned is that for the beta test that hopefully we could roll out next week, is just there's no DJs first, but only requests, music requests. So we'll be getting music requests and then we'll be playing it next by next. When we get to be when we are able to practice our hosts, our DJs, when we get the time schedule, when we get programs properly set up, that's when we can start interjecting the DJs and how they can control the music. Like when they speak, how do they make sure that there's no music playing or they're playing a background music for their certain program. So things like that. Video assets. I'm not sure if we're going to focus too much on video assets, considering the stage channel doesn't allow video, so it's purely audio. Again, I wanted to make sure that this is something that the students can listen into while they be productive somewhere else. In the scenarios such as doing recs, resting, relaxing, and so on and so forth. So at least in this scenario, we won't have to worry that much about having a video setup. Maybe later on when this gets actually official, when we have an actual recording booth in Pisay, maybe we can consider this later on. Graphic assets as well when it comes to how do we make sure that we can promote this, and would we want to promote this outside of Pisay, because in this scenario, since it's tied up with SC, do we need to consider uh preparing ads for this or so on and so forth, or do we try to hype up people as well in this scenario? Establish partnership with the school. Yun nga, we can't use the name of PSHS or any identifying items without it. Shorties. No, just kidding. No, not to offend anyone in Pisay, because I know there are some Pisay students that are kind of tall, taller than me pa nga eh. Not Pisay Radio. The name is still there though. Pre-prod setup, any post-prod setup. These are the things that more on the technicalities. We kind of wanted to offer this as a skill as well for our SYP students, and also our AYP students that might consider this as a future club, or maybe a future scale. You might consider, you could consider helping us out as well. Name segments and so on and so forth. Limit time for broadcast, so it can get fun and go on and on, but consistent branding also means you look at the cap. Same goes for Tarcy Talks. We always cap at 2 hours. As much as we want to go on and drag the story or the topic, we always cap at 2 hours. But yeah, considering that the DJs are going to be students as well, we want to make sure that they don't just focus on this alone. So maybe we're thinking of 1-hour programs, so on and so forth, and such that. So roles, we have on-air talents, announcers or DJs, onboard talent, our technicians, if they can help us out, off-air management, so programming, guest talent, coordination, station management. So these are the things that we've actually considered. Okay, so it's happening, it's gonna happen. And the rules, I kind of wanted to insert that rules of the PSHS handbook would always apply. That's one thing. But what other rules that, because this is going to be an online setup, we want to make sure that we're up to date as to how people treat each other on an online setup. Now, we actually considered using how identifiers, because identifiers are important for people nowadays, and it shows respect towards the person, how they identify themselves. So like using of pronouns, proper pronouns. So that's one thing that we wanted to consider. The issue of the ID, that's a whole different thing that I would want to talk about much later on with someone else on board. I'm not sure with Sir Tarcy, because he has a different stance on it, and it's very strong, and I'm not sure if I can shake that stance. But that said, at least in this community, we can set up rules and guidelines as to how people would treat each other. How to radio, that's the other thing. Budget. Okay, so one of the biggest problem that had been bugging me throughout the whole weekend actually was that playing music. And it's so sad if you have a radio station that doesn't play music. Sir Edge does raise valid points in this scenario that we can't be broadcasting legitimate yung real songs that are actually licensed, and you need to pay for that license in order to play it. However, I found a legal loophole. Yay me. I actually researched about this. The thing is, such as when it talks, because it does run along the lines of piracy. Okay, it's gonna be hard, because okay, would you still appreciate the radio station if we can't play what are the latest hits, what are the music that you want to hear? Again, these are your requests, and that's the reason why you're here. It's kind of gonna be weird if you only hear songs that, well, it's one thing to know these, at least you get to discover new songs, but we wanted to make sure that this is something that you get to enjoy and relax to. So I meant, if we have students that keep on requesting Red from Taylor Swift, we hope that we could deliver, although feeling namin everyone's gonna feel heartbroken with that scenario, but that's what the people want. And how do we deliver? So in this scenario, I was able to figure out that licenses don't actually kind of, okay, I don't want to say it on stream. Baka mamaya biglang maban yung channel or something. But there are legal decisions that have said that uh, it's not considered breaking the license if you play it in private. I mean to say, it only affects the license if you play it in public. Because in that scenario, if you play it in public, you start to deprive that artist from their supposed income. Now, if you play it in private, that's no difference as though you're playing it on your phone, on your headset alone. You own, you have the free access, or you have access. Sorry, you have legitimate access to that music, and therefore listening into it, you're not breaking any license. How about if two of you share your earphones with one another? Di ba yung magka-sweet, tatabi sila sa isa't isa, tapos i-share mo yung, you're going to take your right earphone, tama? Right earphone headset, give it to yung katabi mo. Then both of you listen to the music at the same time. Are you now violating the license? They said no. In this scenario, it's still considered, it's not considered public. Same goes if you're playing it inside a room full of people. In this scenario, not full like a whole audience, like a whole stadium of people listening into. In this scenario, it's still considered a private event. So it's no difference from you putting the speakers to the phone, and then both of you listening it at the same time. There was a term for it, but I have to get back to that research. Now, in this scenario, how would you consider it public to be violating the license? You have to look at to the nature on how it is played, and also whether or not there is monetary consideration involved, such as, are you earning from that event that you're playing that music? At that point, it doesn't become private, it becomes a commercial nature. And that's what I wanted to raise here in Pisay Radio, that we're not going to be a radio that will be accepting ads. It's going to be purely just us listening to music, as well as listening to students DJ. So hopefully hopefully these are sound arguments that I can raise come Wednesday. I still have to do a lot of research about this because Sir Edge is in the radio business. He knows what it means to have the license for it. Now, I know this might be a loophole as well, because I might be scamming artists from their supposed legitimate money. So that's why I want to say that the only music that we will be playing are music that are freely accessible. I mean to say that you can access in websites that offer it for free. YouTube, Spotify, and so on and so forth. So I'm trying my best really to make sure that this happens as much as possible. It does involve a lot of legal research in order to justify, because we all, we don't want to be doing anything that goes against our tenets of truth, excellence, and service. And those are your tenets, not mine. What is for Lasal? Oh my gosh, what is for Lasal? Animo Lasal. Wait. I forgot what was Lasal's tagline. Oh my god, Nathan. Anyways. Sir, to be fair, the Discord music bot had the same problems with YouTube. Yeah, that's true. That's one of the things that I was reading up on. Like, they were banned. They got something hammered by the DMCA hammered that had prevented them from playing these music. So in this scenario, but that's the thing, it's YouTube, and if you play it on YouTube, you can earn from it by ads. But here in Discord, there's no ads. Unless I promote something of value, it suddenly becomes an ad. But that's what we're going to set up to be, preventable, to prevent from happening, to make sure that this is a profit-free event, so that we won't be stopped by those kind of legal issues. But YT Spotify has ads. Does it? Oh shoot, I forgot we're on premium. Whoops. Okay, we have to find other ways. Anyways, um, ayun. So that's the secret project that we've been trying to come up with. We want to push it as fast as possible because we need this community. Honestly, we're losing the connectedness of all our students. Students that I had played before aren't playing that much anymore, or they might be playing without me, I guess. uh, but I feel like everyone's feeling a bit more distant nowadays, and having these program suggestions that I've these were the things that I had thought of also. Hopefully we can have something to think about, to join in and be together with. So ayun, those are the things that I wanted to raise. If you have any suggestions, and if you want to join the beta server, please join us in. Join with us. So give us as many suggestions as you can so that we can make it better for everyone else as well. Maybe we can even have it like playing 24/7 over the Christmas break na just songs, you know. So I guess that's it. I can't think of anything more, and it's already 9 o'clock. I already overshot 15 minutes from my supposed end time. But with that, I hope I'm going through the comments right now. And not so much comments, but that's okay. At least I don't have to go through a lot. um, Also, maybe we could promote our local bands as well, our own Pisay bands. Hopefully, Turkey is suddenly BDO. Oh, why BDO? Beta server. Yeah. We hope you could join us in a lang. Actually, I think there are some people here in chat that are listening in because they're going to be part of the administration team that will be rolling this out come next week. So, um, yun, all your inputs that you've made in the suggestions so far, I hope they were able to take note of it so that come Wednesday, we're going to we find ways. Yeah. Pwede. I can't say that during the radio show. Nor here. I wonder if I can say that here. We're still not. Honestly, we kind of wanted to make this also a community, the YouTube channel, but we're still lacking members, subscribers. Like we wanted to be able to post shorts. We also wanted to post um pictures with captions because if you have a community, that's the only time you're allowed to post such things. But we're growing. Tarcy Talks will grow on its own time. But this Pisay Radio, I hope we can push it as fast as possible for everyone. So clips, Sir Tarcy playing Valorant. Anyways, with that, that's it. That's all I have for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. I know this isn't your usual stream. Sir Tarcy and I are trying to recover. Hopefully next week. I hope next week we can come back. We're in full force and we have more to bring to you. Sir Tarcy will roll out in Discord finally. I hope the suggestions, and we wanted to do polls on the Discord as to what we can talk about. So that's something that I'll make sure I'll push Sir Tarcy to be able to do soon. But for now, please wish me luck that I get Hutao. Please. I really want. Not that I need Hutao because I don't have a good shielder also, by the way. So that would be detrimental for me. I'm not like those Zhongli havers. So sad. Not that I know how to use a shield also, but anyways, I wish all the best for me, and I wish you all the best as well. Hopefully, Mihoyo would grant me that Hutao tomorrow. You know yung gift mo sa akin. With that, thank you everyone. Thank you. Please stay safe. Although the numbers are getting down, the COVID numbers are getting down, doesn't mean that you can be reckless, reluctant, and so on and so forth. Just make sure that I think this is very sagad na minimum health standards, mask, hugas, iwas. But if you really need to meet with someone, make sure that both of you are safe. Okay? Not in the way that others are thinking. Just basta that one's that safe. Anyways, thank you very much. Thank you, and I'll see you soon next week. I'll see you next week on Tarcy Talks. So bye everyone, and take care. Have a happy and productive week. Bye.